Purple always here and does a great job. And Nath Brown, former superstar of the Western Bulldogs and Richmond here as well. Nice to see you, Brownie, first of all.
Thanks, Jim.
And, of course, Purple. How many All-Australian, Bill? Don't make any mistake about that for 1 second.
Yeah, how many All-Australians do you make?
Yeah.
One.
Two.
There you are, Bill. I want to ask you about the call we got at about 3 minutes past 4 from the Lone Wolf, saying that he's got something for 12:15 if he can get it past legal and if he can confirm it, that will put what's happening at Essendon onto page 2.
Hasn't he loved it the past 24 hours when he's put the fear of God in all three of us?
Purple, what is it?
I
Because
don't know.
Spud has turned into a lunatic. He's frothing at the mouth.
I think Spud's worried. And I tried to get out of Gaz on Monday night. I just wanted a little hint, and he shut me down. And then, as you know, he carried on with that childish stuff yesterday, Gaz, about going to ground and having to get on rations and go up to the hills because his phone was bugged. And
he thought he was being followed by a white van.
Yeah, I think it's embarrassing for whoever it is. So maybe in the last year or so, if you've done something that you thought you got away with, you, Damo, or you, Jim.
Well, surely I can't cop it anymore. It's the last 2 weeks I've copped a smashing.
I've got a feeling might be heading towards Spud again.
All right. Well, so Purple, you have no idea.
No idea. I'd like to know, just to at least be able to get some sleep in case it is me. But
12:15, he reckons, Saturday.
Yeah.
Be listening, Triple M, and we're here in the Richard Marsland studio, so
now
I'd be listening.
I would be
you.
too. Now, Nath, what's going on? We've seen a little bit here on the Sunday Footy Show. We had Brett Deledio in.
Yeah.
You gave the worst on ground votes. He gave 3 to Delids after having 20 touches, and he wasn't too bad, really.
Oh, they weren't a great 20 touches, but
And he came in Sunday.
He was very unhappy. I got a text message about 11:30 Saturday night after the game. He was very, very unhappy. Had a couple of expletives in it. But we got an email here from everybody, from Lee Simon, the rock god, that said, make sure they've played over 50 games because we don't want to give them to any young kids. So you look down the list of Richmond who you're going to give worst on ground to, and there's not that many kids who have played over 50 games. So you go through who didn't do well out of probably 5 or 6 players, and unfortunately Brett's name came up, and I am mates with him.
Yeah,
I think I'm still mates with him.
You're mates with him.
But, he got worst on ground. And the thing you hate when you give the worst on ground votes at the MCG, because we use the car park underneath, which is right next to where the players' car parks are. So you either hope that you can get out before them or that they're not already in their cars listening to you.
And
which he was.
And he was. Sent you a text, and then, of course, he came in Sunday. And
he was filthy, wasn't he?
He was filthy, Higo.
Not great losing and whatnot, but to find out that he'd give me worst on ground, I was a bit flat with that,
20 touches.
I thought he was me mate, but, not to worry.
Obviously not. And there's nothing...
You didn't have a great game, did you?
Oh, it wasn't my best game, but I don't think I was worst on ground.
What about... I'll tell you what I love, because I saw the vision of that. What I love is old Stonewall over here, Brownless. As soon as it comes out, Bill goes, 20 touches.
And Crawford, he wasn't that bad. Like everyone, we all go against Brownie, of course.
Exactly.
And you were
he wasn't the worst man on the ground.
No, he wasn't.
And I was probably harsh on him because I was his mate, and we've patched it up since.
Have we?
But he actually stormed out 2 of the studios.
I tried to say goodbye, and because we were doing some other stuff with Hutchie, and I couldn't quite grab him. But what he failed to understand was out of the first 3 games, I gave him 8 of a possible good 9 votes. Right. But they're the ones he didn't hear about.
And JB, you knew he was in the bad books because Delidio actually called him a Journo, which for a footy player is as bad as things I can say about a member of the public.
It reminded me when I heard about this of one of the favourite visual things I've had in my time on Triple M footy, which was a game in Adelaide on a Friday night where North Melbourne played the Crows, and Saverio Rocca kicked 5 goals and was given the best on ground votes, and Sam Newman also gave him the worst on ground. So he received 6 votes out of the game. Anyway, we were then out to the airport the next morning to fly back, and the Kangaroos were on the same flight. And there was Big Sav coming in from the left, and there we were coming in from the... And we just drifted back and allowed Sam to walk, because those days there was no fly bridges at the Adelaide airport, the whole way out to the plane with Sav, while Sav asked him how it was possible to get best and worst in the same game. Oh, well, Saverio, I didn't think you'd take a lot of notice to... it was bright red, the old enforcer.
It's caused some troubles over the years, hasn't it, the worst on ground?
Well, Lloydo said on Classified, 3 of his last 4 games, he received the maximum 3.
And he was down.
For worst on ground.
Because Lloydo, remember, he used to take it to heart.
Yeah, he did.
I remember I had a go at him once saying he was only a one-position player, full forward, and he grabbed me one day. He used to get filthy, Lloydo.
Now, Purple, let's move on because
he was.
I saw
Darren Jolly, who writes a very fine
He does.
article in
Yeah,
the
he
Age,
does.
was
Really
talking
good.
about sledging today, and he said he loves it. David Swartz and Daniel Ward were good at Melbourne. Barry Hall was also good.
What did you say to one bloke? Don't worry, mate. One day you could be as good as me. Is that what you said?
I think I said that to Jared Crouch once.
And you used to laugh at it. And some of them were clever.
Oh, they were.
And you go,
Absolutely.
that's not bad.
Yeah, oh, you got to wear that.
Yeah.
I copped one recently from Marc Murphy.
Did you?
I did.
On the field.
No, I was about to speak at a lunch, and he was the superstar player who'd been brought in to speak, and then I was getting up on a panel with the Forsell and someone else.
Keynote.
Well, I wasn't, but Murph was doing an interview as a current player.
Yes.
And at the end of it, the interviewer turned around and said, we got a big panel coming up soon. We've got Sam Newman, we've got blah, 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 and James Brayshaw. And Murph went, yeah, that'll be good. The boys will be great, of course, and I'm sure the crowd can't wait to hear about Sheffield Shield cricket.
Good on you,
But I
Murph.
said to cop it, Purple, and that's all right.
Yes. If they're clever like that,
You
you
just
cop
got to wear it.
Hey,
All right, now, boys, thanks very much for coming. Dead Set Legends, Brownie.
Dead Set Legend, Saturday morning
Fine.
with me and Howie, and I reckon Brett Deledio is going to have a great game this week.
don't
He's back.
grease.
And Purple, 12:15.
12:15 Saturday. Yeah. It might be you, though, JB.
Well, it could well be. They say things come in threes, Bill. It
What are the
might
other
be
two?
me again. Well, the Mark and the copping it in the eye, so it might be the third.
Oh, you're still talking about the eye, huh? Jeez,
What,
you're vain.
Listen to me. What are the other two?
Me
And then
eye,
you tell
me
him
eye,
and he goes,
oh,
you're still
me
talking about
eye.
it. Turn him off. In fact, you can't because he's
Gotta
no
tell
still a
his
joke.
joke.
All right, let's go, Bill, with a joke that's hopefully funny.
A man had a very, very, very serious accident and woke up in hospital and he said, hey, Doc, I can't feel my legs. He said, yeah, I know. I cut off your arms.
Oh, no.
See? They laugh, Jim. Mate, no, everyone that comes in here laughs.
Brownie.
No, you don't need plastic for that one.
Honestly.
That was all right.
See? Good, thank you, Damo. That's all I need. A bit of encouragement.
Purple, you are a recidivist laugher
No.
at unfunny jokes. So I don't think you can be the arbiter
All right.
of where the plastic
Bring
comes
him
from.
on.
You'll use it.
I think we need it.
Wow. Come on, Brownie, you wouldn't know this. You're too young.
Too young for plastic Bertrand.
And do a wah. Sat blank do a